when Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins prepared to embark on the historic Apollo 11 mission, the world watched in awe. The date was July 16, 1969, and as the countdown reached zero, humanity's dream of setting foot on another celestial body became reality. But was the story we've all been told the whole truth? The Saturn V rocket ignited with a fiery roar, lifting the Apollo 11 crew toward their historic destination. "We have liftoff," declared the announcer, as millions watched live. Yet, beyond the cheers and excitement, whispers of mystery have persisted for decades. During the flight, the astronauts described the effects of space on their bodies, such as stretching due to reduced spinal compression. But even as they shared these physical details, there were other, more enigmatic moments that remained unspoken, until now. As Armstrong stepped onto the lunar surface, he famously declared, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." His words etched themselves into history. But his description of the moon revealed something curious. Unlike Earth's horizon, which curves subtly, the moon's curvature was stark and undeniable. This observation debunked any notions of a flat moon, but it may also hint at the moon's deeper, hidden secrets. Michael Collins, the oft-overlooked third member of the crew, spent hours alone in the command module orbiting the moon. Decades later, as the last surviving Apollo 11 astronaut, Collins revealed chilling details that challenge everything we thought we knew about the mission. According to Collins, the iconic images of flags and footprints are only part of the story. What the astronauts encountered on the moon was far stranger and more dangerous than anyone could have imagined. Lives were allegedly lost, secrets buried, and chilling evidence erased. What could be so perilous that NASA would hide it from the public? Some claim that Armstrong and Aldrin weren't alone during their moonwalks. According to controversial transcripts, the astronauts allegedly reported seeing structures and even an enormous alien spacecraft. Armstrong reportedly described it as big and menacing, surrounded by installations that appeared ancient. Could the Apollo crew have stumbled upon evidence of an extraterrestrial civilization? Skeptics dismiss these claims as hoaxes, but the consistency of these accounts over decades is hard to ignore. Whistleblowers who supported these claims met mysterious fates. Milton Cooper, a former Navy intelligence officer, alleged that the Apollo crew witnessed far more than they expected. He met a violent end under murky circumstances. Similarly, Carl Wolf, a technician who allegedly saw photos of lunar structures, died before he could testify. Among the items left on the moon was a small disk carrying messages of goodwill from leaders of 77 countries. Officially, this was a gesture of peace. But why leave messages for an empty, lifeless landscape? Some believe it was a subtle acknowledgement that someone, or something, might be listening. One of the most persistent claims involves the moon's far side. Unlike the side facing Earth, the far side remains perpetually hidden. Whistleblowers allege that an alien base exists there, complete with tunnels, mining equipment, and massive spacecraft. NASA denies these claims, but unexplained straight-line patterns in some lunar photos fuel speculation. In 2009, NASA launched the CROSS mission, intentionally crashing a rocket into the moon to search for water. Officially, the mission aimed to study the lunar surface, but conspiracy theorists argue it was an attempt to destroy something, possibly an alien installation. After Apollo 17 in 1972, NASA ended its moon missions. Officially, budget cuts and shifting priorities were to blame. But some suggest a darker reason, a warning. Could extraterrestrials have told humanity to stay away? The cryptic phrase Santa Claus used by Apollo astronauts to describe UFO sightings only deepens the mystery. Reports suggest that astronauts used the term Santa Claus as a code word for UFO sightings. During the Apollo 11 mission, Buzz Aldrin hinted at something following the spacecraft but later dismissed it. Fear of ridicule or worse may have kept the astronauts from speaking openly. Some alleged transcripts of Armstrong's comments about alien ships use terminology inconsistent with NASA's communication protocols. Critics argue that many whistleblowers were contractors, not NASA employees, and that photos of supposed lunar structures are just tricks of light and shadow. Yet, these claims refuse to fade. Apollo 11 was more than a technological triumph, it became a symbol of human curiosity and resilience. But as we celebrate its achievements, we must also consider the lingering questions. Did the astronauts witness something extraordinary on the Moon? Why has NASA been so guarded about its lunar missions? The mysteries surrounding Apollo 11 and the Moon invite us to look beyond the official narrative. Whether these claims are conspiracy theories or glimpses of hidden truths, they spark our imagination and challenge our understanding of the universe. As humanity prepares to return to the Moon, perhaps the next chapter of lunar exploration will finally unveil the secrets left behind.